There are few places where one can pursue my type of work. He didn't like the Archmage. Hated dealing with him. Hated having to answer to him. Thalion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Auron found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in
Perhaps we can go
Hillmarch,
another few
and
decades
his
without a
presence there
disaster.
caused something of a...
That would be nice.
That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim. The people of Skyrim have no appreciation for what we do here. Not that I care. All right then.
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice.
By Izmir, you've helped save the Guild degree.
It's a fine day with you around. When the Stormcloaks took control of Whiterun, it was a victory for all true Nords.
Whiterun once again belongs to its rightful heirs. It's a glorious day for Skyrim. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. According to legend, Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Anthor, and brought it back to Whiterun. Numinex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall. What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city with the threat of war on my doorstep? There must be another way. The risk is too great. Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I didn't say anything about giving up. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will, but I need your help first. What do you think the Imperials would be doing while this dragon is busy slaughtering my men? No, I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe... What are the Greybeards? They're respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain. My men will be ready when you are, Dragonborn. You have a truce to arrange first, eh?
Good to see you again, friend. The Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this degree for details. Well, it could be worse. The former steward, Proventus, kept very detailed records. But yes, it's been a lot of work. Vignar doesn't want the changed. I'll be glad. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for... Now, what would you like to purchase? Farewell, sir.
Talking anyway.
The Empire is weak. That is why we fight them. Need you to deliver some false orders to the Imperial Legate in Morthal. But first, we need to get our hands on some Imperial orders to make the forgery. The inns at Dragon Bridge and Rorikstead are frequent stops for Imperial runners. See if you can't convince one of those innkeepers to help you. One way or another, get me those documents. What do you say? Good. Don't die out there.
Working hard gives a man reason for drinking hard. Well, you're a well-traveled sort. I can tell just looking at you. Her name's Olda. If you've met her, then you probably already know what I'm talking about. I swear that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of Skyrim. I think there's a chunk of ice where her heart ought to be. Her name... I swear that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of Skyrim. Damn right it has. Demand's never been so high. At least not since I built the... Hard to say. It's ancient. I just hope the bridge survives the war. Could be if one side wants to keep the other from coming across. They might try to knock it down. Uh-huh. Get away from me! You been to Markarth? They've got a tavern called the Silver Blood Inn. Money's been tight since the mill burned down. My wife won't let me forget it.
Respect the law, and you'll have no trouble in Dragonbridge. Mind you don't cross Tassius. Don't start any trouble, and I think we'll get along just fine.
Fate is the name. I keep the inn. I tend to keep my patrons' privacy. Yeah, sure it is. You don't fool me. Something different. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I tend to keep my patrons' privacy. Now, that won't be necessary. He was here, but he left. If you leave now, you can probably catch him. Or you can just wait here. He'll be back soon enough. See ya.
I've got your back.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Your story. I don't want some snotty elf.
Good work. I know more of our plans than I thought. Oh, what's this? Fort Snowhawk is in need of reinforcements. We'll make sure they won't be Give me a moment while I make a few, corrections. Make sure those forged documents get to the legate in Morthal. They should give them the wrong idea, and us the advantage. Watch your... Elf out there.
By the nine, I hate the waiting. The goddamn waiting. Talos guide you.
keep your...
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself. It ain't true what they say about you and...
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping... Damn Stormcloak rebels.
It's bad luck to talk about that place. Jarl's been looking for someone who ain't superstitious, though. Been looking for a fool, if you ask me. Is that so? Lost your uniform along the way, did you, soldier? I suppose it would be. Good thinking. Thank you, soldier. Let's take a look at these reports. I'm waiting on word about reinforcements for the fort. Good. They're on their way. And we have some information on enemy troop movements. Excellent. Stormcloak scouts are making it difficult to move around. It's good you made it here in one piece. Why don't you have yourself a drink at the moorside before you head back? I'll take my leave then.
What do you need, Bard? What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for Nord dead, not your weird experiments. Hands to yourself, sneak thief. Citizen. You're the one cast those illusions. Impressive. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
It's a fine day with you around.
Tamriel is full of wisdom and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Few have their eyes open. Hrogar's house fire? Well, he lost his wife and daughter, and my people believe it to be cursed now. Who am I to gainsay them? Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself. Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The ashes were still warm when he pledged himself to Alpha. On rumor and gossip? No, but you, a stranger, might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you. I stand where I have always stood, here in Morthal. Now is not the time to fight amongst ourselves. I fear dark days approach, and all of Skyrim's strength will be needed. That which is unknown can create unease, even fear. Some fear our new resident wizard. As they grow to know him, they will accept him. Time will prove me right. Hrogar's fate is in your hands.
If you've business with the Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this. Ah, you saw that. Life in Morthal has been troubled lately. The people are uncertain, restless. There's news of rebellion against the Empire. Strange noises have been heard in the marshes. And then, the tragedy with Hrogar. The men simply seek wisdom. Everything will be fine. All right then. Stay sharp. Until next time. Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim. Damn Stormcloak rebels. Keep your guard up.
What do you need? I find your wolfish grin unsettling.
Who's there? Is that you, Father? Helgi, But Father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger? The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark. I'm not scared anymore, but I'm lonely. Will you play with me? Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me, and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime, though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then. I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you. trying to find me too, but I'm glad you found me first. Layla was told to burn Mommy and me, but he didn't want to. He wanted to play with me forever and ever. He kissed me on the neck, and I got so cold that the fire didn't even hurt. Layla thought she could take me and keep me, but she can't. I'm all burned out. I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep for a while now.
She's dead. Layalette is dead. Layalette. I thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. Oh, my poor Layalette. She began to spend a lot of time with Alva. Yet just a week before, she despised her. In fact, the night she disappeared, she was supposed to meet Alva. Alva told me later that she never showed up. I never got to tell her goodbye. You think Alva? But that means... Ye gods! You think Alva is a vampire? No, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Layalette may have met her fate out in the marsh. I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do with this. There is no way you can prove it to the Jarl. I hope Alva is not what you think. Have you found out anything about Alva? Don't go setting the place on fire, okay? Don't even think about it.
Never should have come here.
Is Hrogar innocent or not? I Didn't think she had it in her. I assume you have proof? Can't go making accusations like that without proof. So it's true, the traitorous bitch. Morthal owes you a debt. Here, you were promised a reward for solving the crime, but I need one more favor from you. Morthal is still in danger. The journal mentions Movarth, a master vampire I thought was destroyed a century ago. I'll gather together some able-bodied warriors to clean out Movarth's lair. They'll be waiting outside for you to lead them. Until next time.
If you've business with the Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to me first. All right, I do what I can to see that Idgrud's time isn't. That's what many here wanted. A quiet life in a quiet place, without the noise or the trouble of a city. Now some worry this wizard Fallion will foul it all up. I'll take my leave then.
She's dead. Laelette is dead.
I want vengeance for my wife. Vengeance for Laelette. We're marching on Movarth's lair, whether you come with us or not.
I'm the best warrior in Morthal, and that's no boast. You want me to prove it? I bet 100 gold I can take you, bare-handed. Just your own 2 hands. Weapons and magic are out. Now let's see what you got. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
You're making me angry.
That snowback to the ground! Come on!
Do your worst.
Fight! Fight!
Now that was a punch.
12 septims on the big one!
You're a real fighter. I like that.
The mill is my responsibility, and that's what I care about. That's... The world's going mad, and our Jarl does what? She hides inside with her visions. We need a leader, not some mystic. How can I? She never speaks with us. She's allowed this wizard, Falcon, to live in our midst practicing gods know what. And now there's talk of rebellion and dragons? What help could Idgrud be against them? No. We can only rely on ourselves. You do well to remember. Trust you saw the house that burned down. Peculiar bit of business that was. And that's on top of noises from the marsh in the night, tales of monsters. Now this wizard in our midst. What's a man to do if he can't look to his Jarl for help? See ya.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Looks like you got someone already.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Mortal were it in my power. They may be cowards, but I'm not. I'll go with you. Lead on.
I just want to be left alone to do my job, and to enjoy what little free time I have when I have.
Never should have come here.
I don't like where this is going.
I cannot best you.
What was that?